And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Eagles going up against the Wolverines. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The Eagles are in position to sweep this three-game series with a win. So, Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Boog. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence, and that's what a team takes away from a sweep. So they're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with the win today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and pitching in this game, Nathan Eovaldi. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's a speed threat, Eric Davis.
The center fielder, Eric Davis.
And here it comes. In for a strike, and we're underway. Deal 1. There's a strike at the knees.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Out towards left center. He's got it, and there's one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Paul Konerko.
I don't know what it is, but this guy must really like hotel beds or something. Maybe it's the free water in the room, the chocolates on the pillow when you get back from the ball game. Whatever it is, he's batting over 400 on the road this season. I mean, a lot of guys are their best at home, but somehow he really manages to raise his game when he's away from home. Really impressive stuff.
Xander Bogaerts, batting with one down, takes a strike. That's in there. And that is strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ground ball right side. Bogaerts retired.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 10, Dante.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Dante Bichette. 4 for 8 in the series so far. Ball 1 there.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Here's a 1-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's a hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here in Detroit, pitching in our game today, Patrick Sandoval. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, It's extremely impressive, and you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball out to short. One up, one down. Take a look at the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And here is Larry Doby. 2 for 6 so far in the series. First offering. Runner goes. Swing and a ball popped up. And there's a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Rodriguez.
1 away, runners at first and third. And now, Pudge Rodriguez. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
In the air, center field. Davis has it sized up. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tags for home. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Batting fifth,
Now at the plate, Alan Trammell. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And that's in there for strike 1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That's to third. On to Jimenez. Play made. That ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 1 inning in the books here. The Wolverines on top here, 1-0. Back at Comerica Park, stepping in the long ball threat, Paul Konerko.
Paul Konerko.
Evaldi back to work. Out towards right center field. Springer there makes the catch.
The third baseman, number 5.
Now the third baseman, Brooks Robinson, with 3 hits so far in the series, and he's knocked in 3 runs as well. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. Next offering is down low. Ball 2. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
And a pitch. battling here as he fouls it away. Comebacker to the mound. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 6, the left fielder, number 3, Taylor.
Here's the left fielder,
Ward.
Taylor Ward. Chris, one dubious note on Eovaldi. May 18, 2022, he matched a big league record, gave up 5 homers in an inning against the Astros. Alvarez, Tucker, Pena. This one in the air, right field. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. Doby makes the catch, inning over. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in is the speedy David Wright. And the pitch. Now one missed. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Davis going back some more. Caught just shy of the wall.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Joel.
And the batter is George Springer. Slider clips the zone. The next offering misses. 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
One down, base is empty. Good eye right there. And there's a ball. And a pitch. Rocketed out towards right center. Bichette snags it for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Luis Rengifo in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one misses, and 1-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but pitch though.
Next offering down in the dirt.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Batting 9, the designated hitter,
Cal Ripken Jr. getting ready to hit. line there, and it's 0-1. Now snap throw to first. Rengifo back in on a dive. The pitch. And it's 1-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to Canerco. Gets him easily, ends the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. Thairo Estrada to the plate.
The designated hitter, Thairo
Estrada in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. The right-hander back to work. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Pitch is in there. That is strike 2. And he deals. In the dirt. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And here's the rookie catcher, Francisco Alvarez. First offering misses the mark. Chris, you know, you look at Nathan Eovaldi's resume. He won the World Series with the Red Sox in 2018, but he was actually originally drafted by the Dodgers back in 2008. He was an 11th round pick. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
And now here is Eric Davis. There's a strike.
Always known for that power fastball, but interesting, he didn't get a whole lot of swing and miss with it early on. He got better with that stuff as his career progressed. And you talk about that World Series in 2018, he was absolutely fantastic out of the bullpen.
Ripped to short. Tosses to first, and Davis is retired.
Now batting, the shortstop, Xander.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Grounded out his first time. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Rodriguez right there to make the grab. And that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Wolverines with the lead 1-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the first baseman, Buck O'Neil. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
The batter, the left fielder, Steven.
So digging in, Steven Kwan singled and scored his first time. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
And now the count is even. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Off the plate inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The idea was right, looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Let's go.
And the 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Left-hand batter waits. On the ground to third. 2 up, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 14.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Larry Doby. Single to right in his first trip. Doby, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a second-round pick in 2023. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Pudge Rodriguez. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Doby, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Kicks and deals. Missed inside with the curve. Clips the corner. That's strike 2.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back. And here is Dante Bichette.
The right fielder.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
And the 0-1. Just off the inside edge. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
The first baseman.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
So up next, Paul Konerko. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Runner at second, nobody out. The next pitch misses. 2-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Splits the plate, and now 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
First and second, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Righty to the plate. That's inside. No outs, runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike. At the belt and fires. And a ball evens the count. Here's a 2-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
2-2 now. Hit on the ground to the right side. Down the line, and it's foul. First and second here, no outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two now. That one just misses. Three-two now. Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 on, 1 out at the plate. Taylor Ward. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Kicks and fires.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Righty delivers. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. The pitch. Ripped to third. Tags the runner for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. The Wolverines lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 4th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Alan Trammell. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Strike 2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
And now, David Wright. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Late on that fastball.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's George Springer. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1. That's a little bit low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And now the lefty.
Ball, that's low.
And now the count filled up 3-2. The wind of the pitch. The other way, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second, and now it rolls all the way to the wall. Now he launches a throw over his head.
He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball 1, no strikes. In the air out towards right center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for these guys. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Next is the designated hitter, Cal Ripken Jr. Rolled out to second in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1. And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Rengifo at second with 2 down. Next pitch misses inside, and the count 1-2. Man at second. That's out to center field. Davis has it sized up. He's got it, and that is out number 3. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Yeah, I'm on now. I'm dropping the top. I'm skirting off. I'm in a foreign now. Magic City, bringing umbrella. It's pouring down. Ice box for the drip drop. Spend 300 for the flip.
Back here in Detroit, now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
Evaldi back to work. And a swing and a miss.
You know, this group of hitters looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
The 1-1. On the corner for a strike.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
The 1-2. And down on strikes. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze him.
And now the DH, Thairo Estrada. Ripped towards third. On to O'Neill. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And there's the strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start. Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
0-2 now. And now 1-2. Started to swing, held up.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Out to short, Trammell. The throw to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Back at Comerica Park, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Buck O'Neill. The pitch. Just off the inside edge.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And it is 2-1. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The wide to kick the pitch. Got him. And that's the first out. Now the left fielder, Ncaa. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Next
Ball
offering misses, and that's ball 2. The pitch.
Ball
Misses
3.
with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one's in there. 3-1. Line drive. Can't get there. Base hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
1 down. Here's the center fielder, Larry Doby. That's in for a strike. Throw over to first. Quan back on a dive. Quan, the base runner at first with 1 out. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. It's 3-zip.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Man at second with 1 away. And now it's going to be Pudge Rodriguez. That's in there. Strike 1. And here it comes. They say you win.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside, and it's 1-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 1 out and a runner at second. Next pitch is outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Now batting, shortstop.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Patrick Sandoval departs. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Now on the bump, Chris Stratton.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Now it's the shortstop, Alan Trammell. And that's in there for strike 1.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
The 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Doby headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. He will score. And they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now here is David Wright. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That one outside, and it's 1-0. Right-handed reliever. There's a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Going to count 1 and 2.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's out number 2.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Springer up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. In the air, out towards left
Let's
center.
get me affiliate.
Davis grabs it on the run. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're through 5. The Wolverines out front 4-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now here's the speed threat, outfielder Eric Davis. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. There's a strike. Davis goes 6 feet 3 inches, 25 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. And the right-hander deals. That catches the top part of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. And the righty deals. That just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
Next one just misses. The count now 2-2. Just missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Man at first, and here is Xander Bogaerts.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Davis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 10, Dante Bichette.
And now the right fielder, Dante Bichette. And a foul ball. Yo, one. Now a check swing, but he held up. The pitch.
Hey.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Teased the zone with that fastball a little bit up, fouled it off. Expect him to go a little bit higher with this next one.
Right-hander kicks, deals. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Not in time. He's safe, and it's second and third with nobody out.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Doby makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score the sac fly. It's 4-1.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
So digging in, Paul Konerko. Foul ball there. Runner at second here, one gone. This to third. On to O'Neill. Got him.
The third baseman, number 5,
Brooks Robinson, the next to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
In there, and it's 0-1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Ryan Tepera getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Davis getting cranked up as well. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. Runner leads away at second. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Wolverines on top 4-1. And welcome back. Leading off, Luis Rengifo. Stratton back to work. Stratton, a 6'2 righty, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And the 1-0. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball.
And that one a little bit high. The 2-1. There's a strike. Ground ball to the right side, and that chance handled. Fires to first on the run. Throw off line. He's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
So a man aboard. Now it's the DH, Cal Ripken Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch misses outside, and that's ball 2. Righty to the plate. There's a strike. And a pitch. That one out to right. Bichette in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down.
The first baseman, number 22, Buck O'Neil.
Buck O'Neil digging in now. There's the strike.
0-1.
And he deals. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 0-2. On to Bogarts. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Wolverines on top here, 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Now the 0-1. Good eye right there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.